I remember the last time we got to hang, I sat there at Conway and listened to his whole album with him and how proud he was about that album. And John Bryan came through and he just played me the whole album, and he was just like, had the biggest smile on his face because he knew like this was the one. Like he always wanted, this was creative bliss, this was his opus. And I was just sitting there just like, what, bro? Like, dang, can I get on a track? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, bro, I gotta get this off, you know? Like, you can do backgrounds, you know? Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, ah.
What's up, guys? Natasha here for Complex News, and I am sitting down with the man of the hour, the guy who holds the key to the city, Anderson.paak. Yes, Lord!
Yes, Lord!
You've had Venice, Malibu, now Oxnard. Right when the album came out, you tweeted, thanks to all of your fans, and I believe you said, I'm gonna go cry now.
Yeah, it was just like tears of joy. Like, you know, it's like, it's awesome, man. I remember when I first signed to Dre, everybody was like, man, good luck, you'll never drop, you'll never come out, blah, 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 this and that. And we put so much work into it and effort, and like, we really cared about the music. It wasn't something that we just made last week and then dropped.
What was your vision for this carnival that you threw today?
I just want to throw a party for the town, you know what I'm saying? I knew I had to come back to the town, play the album. It started off as, okay, I want to have a listening party in OPAC. Just me and my phone, plug up to the aux. What's up?
Aux chord party.
You know what I'm saying? Aux chord party. Yeah, we did this. And then it turned into like, oh, let's just have something for the kids. Let's just have an all-day thing. My team started brainstorming, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beats. And like, we just made it happen. It was just turned into like, okay, let's just have a fun day for the family. And then you know, the fire started happening and all these different things started happening. So it was like, cool, man. Like, we needed something to, you know, help remedy what's going on.
Speaking of Dre, of course, executive producer on the album, and you know, you've been working with him for so many years. How has that relationship flourished since then, since 2015 when you signed?
It's my big bro. It's like my big uncle. You know what I'm saying? People say we look alike. You spend that much time with somebody, it's crazy, man. Like, besides the music, that's just the greatest mentor. Getting
deeper into the album, you have so many superstar features. Of course, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Q-Tip. Which one was the most meaningful feature for you?
They're all really meaningful. I mean, everybody put everything into it. Nobody phoned their verses in. Everyone was trying to make a good song. Like, a lot of people now, they're like, oh, he killed you on your own shit. Or like, blah, 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 like, he had a better verse. But nah, it wasn't like that. It was like everybody was trying to get together and make a great song. But one that stood out was when Q-Tip got involved. And that was like incredible, like seeing them both fan out, you know, bringing out vinyls. It was so annoying, like seeing two grown men like, no, you're the shit, you're the shit, you're the shit. And I was like, okay, guys, back to my album, you know, what's up? And then to see Q-Tip start chopping up samples, and then Dre be like, okay, yeah, try this, and then maybe the drums be like this, and then you know, everybody starts chiming in, and then the beats start to come together, and then I was like just writing right away, and then just, you know, naturally the lyrics were coming out, and then to see Q-Tip come back to lay his verse. And the most craziest thing is, like, everybody's got plaques and awards, everybody's done tours, and everybody has their respect and ego and stuff, but Q-Tip had no ego working with Dre and having him coach him, you know? That was the coolest part. He was like eager to work with the producer that could produce him.
Do you feel like that's really important for any successful artist, is to kind of be humbled? I know you even said like you had even put your foot down sometimes when it came to, like, you took advice from Dre, but you also were like, no, this is my art.
I mean, that was another thing I learned from Dre. Just don't do anything that doesn't feel right, and speak up. When you ain't feeling it, speak up. When you got people that trust you and they respect what you're saying, speak up and say like, no, this ain't it. Yeah. It's hard to say it. It's better, you know, easier, you know, saying that than done with Dre, but it's important because this is your story, this is your art.
What about any like higher power moments in your own life that you've kind of recognized, especially throughout this process with Oxnard?
No one was really trying to sign me or anything like that before I got to Dre. No one was trying to take a risk on me, anything like that. And I somehow winded up with one of the biggest influencers in the business. I'm surrounded by people that really just are about the art. Not a single person has ever been like, we need a single, we need a radio hit, we need this kid to lose some weight, make his teeth smaller. Like, nobody's tripping on me, you know what I'm saying? And like, I do stuff every day, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's tripping on me. They're just like, go AP, go, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, cool, man. And like, like, I'm playing drums and singing, I'm doing a lot of stuff that might be over people's heads, and I'm backed by a lot of people that are like, yes, we want that. Yeah, shout out to the higher power. You know
yes. And all the special people around you, and I know that one of those people was Mac Miller. You were close with him and of course collaborated with him. and of course the tribute, Cheers. If he was here today, would you have wanted him on this album?
I feel like he is here with me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he is on this album. I feel like he really was a big help with helping me finish the album. When he passed, I was like really almost to the end of it. And I remember the last time we got to hang, I sat there at Conway and listened to his whole album with him and how proud he was about the album. And John Bryan came through and he just played me the whole album. And he was just like, had the biggest smile on his face because he knew like this was the one. Like he always wanted. This was Creative Bliss. This was his opus. And I was just sitting there just like, what, bro? Like, dang, can I get on a track? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, bro, I gotta get this off, you know? Like, you can do backgrounds, you know? Like, he was saying, yeah. I was like, ah. And so, when he passed, it was just, like, devastating, you know? Not only to me, it was such a blow to the artist community, to the fan community. It was just like, I was shook, I was stuck, you know? And I was going through a lot trying to finish this album, with just mixing it and balancing with my family and with Dre, with my band, and so I needed some sort of support, and I felt he was with me, you know, to help me round this out. And Cheers was one of the last songs we did, and I had a song that I was gonna end the album with, and I immediately, as soon as we started writing it, I knew this was gonna be it. And I looked at Dre, and he looked at me, he was like, yep. And I was like, we need to replace, yep, okay, cool. I didn't even have to finish my sentence, he knew. The words started coming, and I knew he was over my shoulder, like, yeah, that's hard, say this, yep, you know what I'm saying? So, thank you, Mac.
Do you have a feeling of what your favorite song to play live is from Oxnard?
Oh, maybe, I don't know if I have one favorite, but we've been doing Who Are You, and that goes crazy.
It goes
off. And also 6 Summers.
Okay, yes. Oh, love that track. Okay, now lastly, how many yes lauds do you think you're going to say on stage tonight?
You know what?
An infinite amount?
I think it might be an infinite amount. You know, I might be just one good one.
One good one. Okay.
You know, wherever the spirit leads me.
Wherever the spirit. Okay, well, I'll keep practicing on mine.
Please.
Thank you so much, Anderson. Congratulations on everything. Everyone get Oxnard out now everywhere. Woo!
Yes, Lord!